You are awesome, and you're back.
Thank you guys so much. I'm Dan. This is Mandy.
And you are watching BuzzChomp.
Woo, yeah, you go. Woo, woo, yeah.
Woo!
Enjoy.
Our post-baby fitness journey. You're back, and we're 6 weeks postpartum. This is all about flexibility with your workouts. This is key, guys. This is key when it comes to sticking to this Fit Mom journey, guys. It truly is. You gotta be flexible. If your baby's like my baby, she's only 6 weeks old, which means she's still a newborn, she's having a little growth spurt, still feeding on demand, she's still getting herself into a sleep schedule, all of that. So you can't always count on working out when you want to work out. I've learned this the hard way, guys. That being said, you gotta have flexibility. You got to have flexibility. If you're lucky enough to have someone to leave your babe with when you want to go run, or if you want to get a workout in, or you want to go to a workout class, more power to you. That would be the first way of being flexible, is to have somebody else there to take your baby so you don't have to worry too much about bringing your baby along. Like, probably not the best to take them to the daycares or the gyms yet. Soon, I don't see why not after your baby has their 2-month vaccines, but right now you definitely need someone to leave your baby with. I've been lucky that my man is still home on paternity leave, so when I've gone out for runs, so far I've left the baby with him. That's awesome. That's awesome. You gotta change your mindset to be flexible. Before, I would wake up at 6, get myself together, go for a run, and come back and start my day. That's how I did my day all the time. I loved it. That was what I did Monday through Friday. Loved it. Well, now it's a little bit harder. I mean, if the babe, sometimes she wakes up at 5 and wants to eat. Sometimes she doesn't wake up till 6:30. I try to feed her when she wakes up so then she can be happy and normally not fussy at all in the morning. But I'm kind of still going with her, because that I'm embracing this week is just owning that, and just kind of owning that flexibility of being like, okay, so if I need to go for a run in the afternoon or do a workout in the afternoon as opposed to the morning, I'm just gonna do that and not be so rigid on trying to keep that waking up and going for a run first thing, because it's hard when your baby's still getting on a sleep schedule. I mean, soon I'll be able to bring her with me. I plan on bringing her with me in a couple of weeks. That is the plan, but we're not there yet, guys. So we gotta still be flexible, and we still just gotta own that some mornings we might not get out. We might have to go out in the afternoon. We might have to go for a walk later. We might have to go at lunchtime. We can do it, but we just have to be flexible with when we do it. Changing your mindset, guys. It's all about changing your mindset with this baby. Being flexible with your workouts also means maybe you gotta change up what you do. This is something that I don't necessarily wanna really do. Like, I wanna get back into running and running 6 days a week. But that's obviously gonna take me a little bit more time, because like I said before, I can't always go in the morning. But I do have time for a 30-minute circuit every day, and I have to remind myself that I do have time when she naps, or when she's just chilling out and being awake and watching me. I can bring her over and do the 30-minute circuit, but it's just opening yourself up to doing something different, opening yourself up to being flexible and not being so rigid. I mean, sure, it'd be awesome to be able to go to a yoga class, but like we said before, it's kind of hard. You gotta find someone to watch your baby, or if your studio has daycare, awesome, but right now probably isn't the best time to bring your baby to that. So you gotta be flexible. You gotta do the in-home circuits like I was talking about before. You gotta do an online yoga class. You gotta go to YouTube, or you gotta do one of the ones that I suggested for now, because everything is temporary when it comes to this baby. That you should remind yourself of too when being flexible, that it's just temporary. You guys are gonna get into a routine as your baby gets older. They're gonna sleep through the night. They're gonna have a time that they go to bed. They're gonna have a time that they wake up. They're gonna have a time that they nap during the day. You're gonna be more flexible with this baby. The baby's gonna be more flexible. If you're lucky to have a partner with you who's taking care of this baby, whether it's your wife, your husband, you know, other family members, kind of have them help you out. I think we all need our alone time. For me, that was always like when I ran in the morning, a little solitude. I'd get myself ready for the day. It was awesome. I loved it. But it's hard to get your alone time, especially if you have other children, especially if your man works or your lady works, but you guys have to work at it together. And just because your partner works doesn't mean that they can just come home and be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna relax, or they don't take some of the responsibility of taking care of this baby. It can be exhausting feeding that baby all the time. So you gotta stand up for yourself. You gotta be like, okay, from 6 to 7, I'm gonna go for a run. From 6 to 7, I'm gonna go to the gym. You're gonna watch the babe. I'll be back. Your partner's gotta give you that time, and you gotta make it known that you want that time so you can keep your fitness journey, you can keep your fitness regimen, and you have that time for you. You won't regret it in 10 years when you're like, oh, I never lost my baby weight and I never got back into working out like I was before I had babies and all of that. No, gotta do that for you. You gotta get yourself some help, and you gotta have your other person in your life be a little flexible with you guys. Be a little flexible with you. Learning to be flexible with your workouts, learning to be patient, knowing that, oh, it's gonna change and this is only temporary, will keep you going. It'll keep you active. It'll keep you getting in the mindset that this is something that you wanna work in daily. You want to be in your weekly and daily routine. And your baby is gonna fit into that, and your baby's gonna let you do that, and it's gonna be awesome. You just have to set it up now. Set it up now when your baby's young, so then you have that time for you, and you have your baby on a schedule, and it'll work out, and you'll just, as your baby gets older, you'll just adapt and kind of slightly change when you work out, what you do, where you go, all of that, as your baby grows. But it's something that you always have in your life for you. Comment below, let me know your story of getting back into working out post-pregnancy. Yeah, kids, yeah. Our post-baby fitness journey.
Tune back in.
More from Mandy and Dan
on BuzzChomp.
Subscribe.
Oh yeah, thank you.